ball. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. From Prada, rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and ain't my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top on the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. On God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made a killing and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Cincinnati Bengals. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. On first down, Taylor, and he'll be upended after a gain of 5, up to the 25-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They'll set up a throw. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Back to throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leonard Floyd. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
27 Mike, 27 Mike, 27.
On first down, Grayson. That is caught by Cohen. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, wahoo.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic.
I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Ready?
First carry now for David Montgomery. Tackle there by Alex Anzalone.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
Hey, box truck, box truck.
57 Mike, Mike 57.
Now.
57 to Mike, 57 to Mike.
All day, baby, all day.
57, Mike 57.
Get it.
Operating from the gun, Grayson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tucker roll that they can fall back on anymore.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 6 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On 3rd down. It's Taylor, and he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Taylor. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This complete left side to Aguilar. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Eddie Jackson with a tackle.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 2nd down now, Benjamin. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check, 47. Quarterback, don't get nervous now. Yeah. Don't get nervous. Hey, Orbit. 47. Mike's 47. Here we go. 47, Mike. 47. Yeah.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The 42-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
47 is the mic. 47 is the mic. Get ready. Bam. Check this guy. Let's go.
Now Grayson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Jordan Willis. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Five. Yo, go. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Target. Hey, seam 6. 5.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Grayson trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, echo. 47's the mic, boy. 47. Check. 47. Hey, deep. Let's go.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Hey, jump. 47. Mike 47. Check back. Hey, check Mike 47. Check
To throw on second down, Grayson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins got home that time.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down. Went backwards. It's third and very long.
57, Mike. Mike 57. Here we go, G. Hey, it's just me and you.
From the gun, Grayson. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
First reception for him, and remember, he leads the NFL in that category here in this first month. Also has a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a play fake here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 6 on the run. It'll be third down now with still a long way to go to get to the first down marker. Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to get him yet again. That is his third sack tonight. They can't figure him out. On fourth down, on is Corey Bajorquez to punt. Tariq Cohen is deep for the Bears. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their 2 drives thus far both led to points, albeit both field goals, so the lead just 6-0, but the ability to move the ball is evident.
Well, that's, heartening, as they say, but it's not what they're about. What they're about is putting the ball
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down. A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's Taylor. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. The extra point splits the uprights, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Shane, lock it. Crouch. Get it.
To throw again. Grayson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for the Bengals TD. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Come on, set. 18 Gator.
It's a quarterback sneak. And he will push forward and pick up the first down. He has enough for the first down on the keeper, a gain of 6.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Grayson, it's complete to Robinson. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Hey, Haywood! Pick it up! 47's a Mike, boy, 47. Go! 47. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Yo, Cheetah, hit it.
Operating from the gun, Grayson. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Now, looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Look at me, zipper! Check flag 47, check flag 47. Hey, exit. They're running it. 47.
Grayson now. And that is incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let it just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. So it's a 3rd field goal for him now. He's accounted for all 9 points. I look down to the sideline, though. You can just tell they weren't too happy for 3. They wanted 6.
No, they have to have 6. Look, he's keeping them afloat, but they really need to do exactly what you talked about. They need to get into the end zone and score some touchdowns. Otherwise, he's going to have to kick a lot more field goals than just the 3 he's already put through the post.
On first down, Taylor. And some room to run now. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
18 Gator. Hey, Foxtrot, now!
47 Mike, 27. Watch the run.
Get it.
Looking to throw on second down. Grayson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10.
Check pass. 4 sevens to Mike, 4 sevens.
Back to throw. Grayson gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards into Chicago, first down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. Looking to throw. Grayson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Let's go,
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Pull it together.
5.
4 sevens to Mike.
He's tired of reading.
Throwing again. Grayson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
He's coming. We got double up.
58, right over there, yeah. Let's go, heavy. Let me what you got.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Stills the intended target, and now it's second down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. To throw on second down, Grayson. Robinson's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Grayson. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Back to throw. Grayson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery, his second touchdown on the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. And oh, it's blocked. Well, the Bengals have got it. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
they can pick it up.
And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great effort there. 43 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?"
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they pulled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Taylor. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 13-yard line.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark.